Hey guys, and welcome to another video. So today I'm going to be doing a review on the new Maybelline Dream Velvet Foundation. Now, I've heard a lot about this. I do like the Dream collection. Like, I have the Fluid Touch, I have the first one in the bottle. I don't use that. That was probably like one of my second, like the Dream Flawless foundation. That one was really good. I really like that one. I have the Dream Matte Mousse. I do not like that whatsoever. I don't even use it. Tried it once, never used it. So I'm gonna try this today. Like, I love Maybelline. I really love it. It's a great brand, a great drugstore brand. So yeah, I'm gonna try this, and it's said to use it with the Dream blender, and to be honest, I'm not gonna bother with it because it's literally the firmest sponge, and I don't find that comfortable, and plus you drag it down your face, and I don't see how dragging a firm sponge with foundation can really make such a difference. So instead I'm going to use my damp Real Technique sponge because it's comfortable. I don't feel comfortable dragging a really hard sponge down my face, and a really tiny one for that as well. So I am number 10 Ivory, like I am with all the other Maybelline products. And it says on the back, our first gel whipped foundation, a fresh new flawless Dream Velvet whips of fresh gel into a velvet soft texture. Complexion looks perfected and smooth with a soft matte finish, just like velvet. Skin feels fresh and stays hydrated all day. Suitable for sensitive skin. So I brought up a bigger description, and it says, Maybelline's first hydrating matte foundation for 100% velvet smooth perfection. Unique gel whipped formula ideal for normal to combination skin, medium coverage. Why you'll love it. This refreshing gel whipped formula leaves complexion perfected and smooth with a velvety soft matte finish while skin stays hydrated for 12 hours. Well, I'm not going to wear it for 12 hours because it's kind of like 11:50 right now in the morning, and I'm not going to keep it on until like 11 at night. I'll probably be in bed. I'll keep it on for as long as I can all day, and we'll just see how it goes. So yeah, it comes in tube form, not in a pump. Either way, this, you can still control it quite well. It's just those glass bottles, like, you know, Estee Lauder Double Wear. Like, I dislike how it's in that bottle formula and you have to like keep on tipping it and it just gets everywhere. So if it's in a tube or in a pump bottle, it just makes it so much easier. So I'm gonna get it on my sponge. It is thick. Obviously it doesn't like slide off my hand or anything, it is quite thick. So I'm just gonna get this. I'm just going to start blending it in. So I've got some spots today, so we'll see how well this goes. As you can see, it already practically covered up majority of the redness of my spots. So, you know, as much as I hate spots, I can still see like how much a foundation covers my skin. It smells fresh. Yeah, it smells really fresh. Like, it doesn't have like a, you know, foundation-y scent. It's actually quite nice. Well, it's definitely matte. I can see that. Like, I don't look, you know, dry matte, but it is matte, and it feels really nice. Like, basically undetectable on my skin, which is good because I don't like to look cakey. But some foundations you really can't help but look cakey in it because they're either thick or like the formula's really different. So, you know. There's just one thing that I really dislike about my skin is that I get really red on my cheek area. And it's covered it up nicely, but I feel like I need to go over this part of my cheeks a bit more. So now that I've covered my whole face, as far as concealing, you probably need to layer it up. Like, I still have this red spot here, and you can still see them, but you know, it did cover up majority of the redness, which is good. So if you do want to conceal them, I'd probably recommend using an actual concealer for it. It feels really soft and smooth, as it says, it's velvety soft. It smells refreshing. Like, it's not one of those smells that will bug you. It smells like, you know, like when I say refreshing, I think of aloe vera and like cucumbers and stuff. So that's what I'm kind of feeling, and I don't know if people are, you know, they don't like that refreshing smell. It doesn't actually like emit that smell. Only when you take it out of the tube and like apply it on your face you can smell it, but after that you can't smell it anymore. Like, honestly, it's gone. But I do like the fact that it doesn't smell too laboratory and fake and foundation-y, so that's probably one thing I do like about it. It's pretty much undetectable on skin. Like, it's really blend in well to my skin. I don't know if that's the foundation or if that's the sponge. Like, I really do enjoy putting on makeup with a damp sponge, especially this is soft. And I don't find the point in spending £5 on this tiny little brush blender thing. Like, it's a stick with a tiny little firm blender in it. I just don't see the point in that. I'm sorry, like, I'm just not gonna do that. So I'm just gonna use this instead. And plus I have 3 of these, so you know, they're just really good. But as for hydrating, as it says, I do have oily combination skin. I'm not going to powder my skin throughout the day. I didn't even moisturize my skin because I really want to see how it will work. I usually spray this, or usually this would have been the second time that I've used it, but I would have used this, and this is the Urban Decay prep spray, and that's supposed to like hydrate-ish your skin and remove the redness in your skin. But I would have used that. Up to now, my skin feels alright. Like, I don't see oil peeking through on my T-zone because I get super oily throughout the day. If I'm not wearing like the right products, or if I didn't powder myself well, or if I'm using like a product that doesn't support oily skin, my nose gets really shiny. Just literally my whole T-zone gets like really shiny. So we'll just see how that goes. I usually get super dry in this area and right here, so up to now I don't see anything, like not even flaking. Like, you know how you would see when you put foundation on and then you can see your skin kind of like flaking off, which is disgusting and I don't like that. But I don't see that, which is a good thing, thank God. And I like it so far, actually. I actually do. It makes my skin look flawless. It has obviously evened out my skin tone. The only thing that I can point out is, even though it says medium coverage, you know, it did cover up majority of the redness of my spots, so I find that alright. I can still cover it up with concealer, so I'm probably going to do that. I'm going to keep this on throughout the day. I'm going to finish my makeup, which will probably take, I don't know, an hour because I'm just really slow. So I'll be back maybe in around an hour and I'll show you how it looks with my face done and everything. And I've noticed that on the screen, on the computer where I can see myself, like, I look really pale, but it actually does fit really well with my skin tone. Like, I look really pale. Maybe that's because I don't have anything else done, but it is good to my skin tone. And then before I forget to mention, this was $7.99. I think this was either an introductory offer or that's actually what the price is going to be, but either way, get it now or it gets a bit more expensive. But I'm liking it. Okay, so pretty much I've done my makeup and I did take a very long time. 2 hours. Yeah, I take my time, so I make sure everything's really, you know, alright. But this is how I finished right now. And my skin looks good. Like, it doesn't look dry, it doesn't look oily, so I think it's pretty good for now. I mean, it still feels very matte. The only powder I used was literally right under here, this much of it. I didn't do the spread out of it, so I just did it literally right under my eyes. So that's the only place I've powdered. And yeah, I think it's alright. The only thing is, you know, it's just the spots for me. Like, even though it is medium coverage, I don't know, I was kind of hoping for it to cover it a little bit more, but you know, it can't be perfect. You know, nothing is perfect. So I mean, I'm glad with it up to now. I think it's good. I'm not oily, I'm not dry. If my skin does stay like this throughout the whole day, I'll be extremely surprised. So we'll see how long it lasts. It's currently 1:56. Yeah, it's 1:56, and I'm going to keep this for as long as possible. The only thing I'll be doing today is probably taking pictures, playing on the Xbox, lying down, watching a movie. That's the only thing I'll be doing today, so it's nothing, you know, extreme that will like make this melt off my face, but we'll see how this goes. Okay, so it's almost 5 o'clock pretty much, and right now my nose is feeling oily. I can feel it, you can see it. I mean, this round here ain't highlight, and you know I like to highlight, but this ain't highlight right here. What else? I feel like my spots are like coming through, like, I don't know, but I'm feeling really oily. Just to show you how oily I am right now. It's only been like, what, 3 hours? 3 hours, actually no, I started at 12. So it's practically been 5 hours if you think about it. And I'm just going to use one of these sheets. These are shine control papers, and they basically mattify your face. They soak up all the oil on your skin and it powders it. So just to show you how oily I am right now. It might be gross to some people, but I don't actually mind. This is just my nose. I'm really, really oily, and that's just my nose, and then my forehead. Yeah, you can see that. That's my forehead. So I'm pretty much super oily right now, really, really oily. I said I am dry combination, but well. All around my nose, it's what do you call it? You know when it like clumps all together in the creases of your nose? That's what happened right there. Other than me being super oily, dryness, I don't actually see dry skin, just slightly around my spot where it's kind of scabbing, you know, when it gets old. It's kind of slightly, very slightly dry. But other than the fact that I am greasy and my spots are coming through, it's alright, it's good. My face still feels matte though, still feels matte, but it's just the oil. So I'm going to keep this on for a bit longer, see how long I can keep this on for, and I'll tell you my thoughts about it at the end of the video-ish, pretty much, yeah. Okay, so I'm back, and it is currently 8:42, and I've basically had this on for around 9 hours, and as you can see, again, after 5 o'clock, like, it was basically 5 o'clock when I last checked in, and I'm oily again. As you can see, around the nose area, just, I'm pretty much everywhere, like my forehead, like I'm feeling super oily right smack bang in the middle. So again, I'm gonna take the mattifying papers, yeah, again, I'm super oily, like I can just see the reflection off my face, and I'm not talking about the highlighter, but just off my forehead, it is so oily. Yeah, super oily, like, well, you know, if you want to wear this foundation, I'd probably say use some powder. So my overall thoughts on this foundation, this one right here, I think it's a great drugstore foundation if you're looking for a matte, like basically lightweight, because it is really lightweight foundation, something that's also hydrating, which I can mention. I don't have any dry patches, which is a good thing, because sometimes after wearing a foundation for a long period of time, your skin starts to flake and it starts to be patchy, which is not something you want when you buy a foundation, because to me, or to majority of the people, foundation is key. And I'm not mentioning DJ Khaled here, key to success, but if you want a good base, you've got to have a good foundation. So that is basically the key. If you want to have good skin, always focus on what you put on your skin, as in foundation wise. If you have a crappy foundation and you put that on and you think your skin's going to look mighty fabulous, it won't, because it's not a good foundation. So you've always got to find the one for you that's perfect for your skin type, like that can really blend into your like skin tone really well, as well as something that you want, like the texture, if it's the texture that you want. So just make sure you get the perfect foundation. But it's the oil and the coverage for me. I'm the kind of person who just wants a completely flawless looking face. It's just the fact that I oil through this just really, I just don't want to go back to it anymore. Though it says soft matte hydrating formula, it's not matte for a very long time, is it? It's a good foundation, but I'm not going to use it again because I just oil through it. That's all. I just oil through it, and I don't like to look oily. That's it, you know. And plus, like, I can see my spots coming through again. They're all coming through right now, and you know, though it says medium coverage, it is buildable, which is good. Now, as Judy from It's Judy Time always says, if it can keep on blush, highlight, contour and all that stuff, it's a good foundation. Well, I can definitely see my highlight because I pack a lot of that on. My contour, I can see some of that, and the blush, I see more redness in my skin than blush. So that just shows to me that it doesn't cover up my skin as well as I want it to, because I usually, when I have my foundation, I make sure when I put it on, it really covers my cheeks, and it really does, and that's just with one layer. I think I had to do 2 or 3 layers just for it to actually cover majority of it, even though I could still see it peeking through. I didn't want to use colour correctors or anything because I wanted to see how well it covered anything on my skin. So I didn't use any colour correctors, but if I was to use this again, I'd probably use colour correctors next time. Probably a primer that doesn't allow oil to come through so easily. And obviously with drugstore, they don't really range in a lot of skin tones, so they only probably have 5 or 6 that go from like light to medium, and not like light, medium, dark or deep. So I think they should get more shades, but you know, depends on your skin type. So yeah, that is pretty much my review. I hope you guys liked it. If there's something that I missed out and you want me to answer it, I'll gladly answer it down in the comments below. Not that I'm that popular and anyone comments, but you know, surprise me. But yeah, if you guys did enjoy, please don't forget to like, subscribe, share and comment, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.